Apparently, Brendan Schaub's wife is crazier than Brendan, which is crazy in itself. That's a feat. That's a feat. That's an accomplishment that is unheard of. And I don't really know about the wife, but now I'm interested to see, is this true? Could this be true? So we're not going to wait any longer here, and we're going to show you from American Redact, Brendan Schaub's wife is somehow worse than Brendan. All right, guys. I don't know.
Joanna Schaub might actually be worse than him, which is a pretty impressive feat considering that he's already the most hated man on the internet.
Have you seen this documentary, The Most Hated Man on the Internet?
No. Who is the most hated man on the internet?
His name is Hunter Moore. I don't know.
Brendan Schaub just went like this.
And the primary reason people seem to hate her so much is that she embodies.
Why did people go so hard on Kobe, man? Damn. Bro, that is fucked up.
He's all of Brendan's worst qualities, amplifying them to a point where they're impossible to ignore. Let's start with her obsession with flaunting their wealth at every opportunity she gets. I mean, it's one thing to take a picture of your morning coffee with...
Dude, the stuff is so boring. This stuff is so boring. Like, girls like this, they're lame. They're lame. Don't mess with girls like this. And if a girl has a freaking Stanley Cup, you know, like, I can't believe all these ladies are falling for the Stanley Cup. Dude, that's a ratchet-ass toolbox company. Like, what are y'all doing? They sold, like, busted-ass toolboxes. Stanley tools, you know? Or maybe this is a different Stanley. But shit, that shit's probably trademarked, so I don't know. But if you got a ratchet-ass, it ain't... What is going on with y'all? I don't know.
With the Lamborghini logo prominently displayed on your leased Lambo's steering wheel for your Instagram story. But Joanna takes it to an entirely different level of tackiness.
Hold on a second. Y'all remember that movie, The Dark Crystal? She looks like one of these. Look at her nose. Like it. Dude, ladies, let me tell you something real quick. I'm gonna go ahead, go forward with the movie. I'm sorry I pause all the time. That's just who I am, you know. But listen, ladies, I'm gonna put it out there. Don't mess with your face like this. Look, your face has symmetry, right? No matter how you feel about it, your face has symmetry. When you start snipping and snapping, it messes that stuff up and you just look weird. It looked like she don't have a nose. It's crazy. Anyway, sorry, ladies. You look good the way you are. Don't do this to your face. You don't have to impress nobody. We all feel bad about ourselves, how we look. We're not happy. That's just being human. It ain't nothing special to you. Don't worry about it. You don't have to mess up your face. Just don't do that. Don't do it. You're fine. Everybody fucking hates themselves to a certain degree. It's okay. You know, it's normal. Don't hack up your face.
She once used her best friend of 17 years' engagement as an opportunity to flex her bigger engagement ring. As you can see in this photo where she holds her hand over the newly engaged friends with the larger diamond perfectly in place. I mean, it was so bad to the point that the Daily Mail even ran a story on it titled, "Tacky Woman Slammed for Upstaging Her Best Friend's Engagement News by Showing Off Her Larger Ring." It's funny.
Women like that are succubuses. They are succubus. I don't know the plural of it. Sorry. Weird word that I don't ever use very often. But they just drain you. I dated one for longer than I'd like to admit. I was also very insecure. Was going through a hard time in my life and didn't value myself. So I dated one of these, and it was the one. It's the one that you reference everything else off of. Whatever happened in that, don't never do that again. You know, that's the one. And I learned my lesson. It didn't take a couple of these. It just took one, and they drained you. They drained you from everything. They didn't work and they took all your money. And then you're like, yo, I need some help. Like, we ain't rich like that. Like, you need to get a job. It was your fault. for even suggesting that you should get a job. You know, they took all your money. They fought with you constantly. They sucked all your emotional energy out of you. Like they were bad lovers. You know what I mean? But sometimes you don't value yourself, man. And I get it. I get how you get into these relationships, but you got to remember how that feels. This person don't make you feel good. This person don't value you. This person don't respect you. They just eat, and they eat away at you. It's terrible. And I ain't saying Brendan ain't causing some shit like that for her neither. Like, come on now. I'm just saying women like this, just avoid them. They're not good for anybody. And the only way they'll get better is if men don't give in to this. Because you may think, hey, man, not my bag, but you may think she's attractive, even with all her face shenanigans. You know, you may be, oh, my God, this girl is into me. No, she's just going to take from you. Brendan ain't faithful to her. You know, that's for a reason. Like, this lady just a disaster.
That they didn't even bother naming her because tacky woman clearly gets more pull than the name Joanna Schaub. And this isn't an isolated incident. Joanna has a habit of hijacking other people's moments and turning...
Dude, if a girl wear an outfit like that, just walk. Or just walk away. Just walk. If a girl wear an outfit like that, she is nothing but trouble. Not even good trouble. Not even like, oh my God. You know, like 20 years later, you're like, God, I'm so glad I did that. You know, not like that. Not like a rebel, you know. If a girl looks like this, run. Ain't no girl with a ponytail like that ever done good to the world. That's a Kim Kardashian ponytail. Just run. Or run, brother.
Them into her own personal spotlight. Take, for instance, the time she and Brendan showed up to...
Yo, I hate to pause it. It's just what I do. It's what I do. I know you guys with ADD. That's why I'm pausing it, because I have it too. Yo, funeral fit? Bro, this is this girl, see, this is what I told you. This girl will eat your fucking soul and make you watch. Don't fuck with women like this. Don't even. Just throw any ideas you may have of this lady and just put them in a cannon and blast them far away. Don't ever fuck with it. Damn. You know what this says to me? Let me tell you this. You know what this says to me? If she is this fucking ruthless and Brendan is behind her smiling, yo, dude, that dude is a cold. He ain't got no soul neither. These people are soulless, dog. Holy shit. Look at him. He ain't funeral fit, brother. Funeral fit, brother. It is what it is, you know? Funeral fit, bro. What's up? Hey, you got a problem with this? Get the fuck out of here. This dude, these people are cold, man. I kind of got like a really, like, you know, that anxiety feeling? Just like looking at him now, I kind of got this like, nasty feeling in my chest, like I did something wrong. And they're just smiling. That's cold, man. That's hard to get past this. This photo is fuck, dude. This is really hard to get past it, to think that you could do something. Damn, this is dark, dog. You know, you come, like, I'm sorry I'm stuck on this, man. You come on these things and, like, really, really, like, really a lot of the feelings that we have towards these people is just perpetuating the class system, right? The class system is behind all disparity in our world. You know, and we see these people that are so lucky to be the ones that have money, wealth, fame, and get to do whatever they want. And we're down here a slave to the system, right? You know, I'm up early right now to film this video because I have to work in a little while. And this is the time I do it. And if I want to make YouTube videos, I got to do this, sacrifice, you know, this is how it goes. And we look at these people, right? And, you know, really at the end of the day, like, this is how it's always been, you know, and we're just taking our shots at them and being like, yo, can you be a little cooler? Because, like, we're supporting you. And then you just, like, say, fuck you. And it makes us mad, you know? This is how it's been throughout history. And I make these videos, and, you know, it really is just a matter of opinion at the end of the day, whose side you're on. But, like, sometimes you're making this video, and, you know, I don't really watch through them. Maybe sometimes I go through a little bit and go, okay, this could be interesting, right? I want to leave a lot of my opinion to be in the moment, so it's cool enough for you. And so I get here, and, like, I'm getting through, yeah, just, okay, yeah, I could flow with this. Yeah, say a little bit this here. And then you hit something like this, man. And this is dark. Like, funeral fit is really dark. But then you're going to a funeral and using your outfit to flex on your family. Like, yo, that's someone's mom, right? Yeah, grandma. I'm assuming the grandma died, right? So, like, somebody is there grieving their mother, which is one of the worst things that could happen to you in life. You know? Someone might be there grieving their husband. This is fucked, dude. Let's get past this, man. I'm sorry. This is dark. This is dark, dog.
To her grandmother's funeral, dressed to the nines, claiming that they had to flex on their relatives just a tad. I mean, that might actually be worse than showing up to someone else's wedding in a bridal gown, which, by the way, is something I wouldn't put past her. She seems to have this insatiable need to be the center of attention, no matter the occasion. And another instance of her tone-deaf behavior is when she regularly shows up to her son's baseball games in gaudy designer outfits. Like, lady, would it kill to put on a sweatshirt and watch the game? Like, parents are there to cheer on their kids as they play ball, not be distracted by a walking dollar store Kim Kardashian. Like, I can't even imagine what it'd be like to have these airheads as parents. Which brings me to the next and perhaps most disturbing point. Joanne?
I'm going to pause it there before we get on this point. You know, she's dressing like that. Okay, let's break this down for you real quick. For y'all that don't understand what's going on here, I'm going to break it down for you. Brendan has been caught cheating. He got caught on that Tyson thing, whatever, trying to give a girl's number. Like, Brendan, we know Brendan's a cheater, right? That's not a big thing. And then we see this girl going to her kid's stuff where the dads be dropping people off in, like, full-on tete attire, right? What do you think you're doing? Let me clue you in, fellas. If you are not tuned in to the female race and understand something, y'all think when men cheat and when men be like, we players, blah, 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 right? We think, oh, we're so cool. We're taking it over on these females. Brother, females ain't controlled like men are. A female, if she dude, she could get laid at any moment of the day. It's so easy. Men will just flop over. Females don't do that. You got to win them over. Yeah, sometimes they got these urges, but it ain't like that. So let me clue you into the facts here. The facts are, if a guy is cheating with 2 ladies, the girl's got 6 dudes. Whatever the guy is doing, the girl is doing 10 times more. I am telling you. Someone tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm like females, tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm not. These guys are swingers or they just know they cheat and they do what they do. This is what it is. Don't act like she's just there for the money. Girl, oof. Don't act. She is slinging too. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know?
Joanna Schaub is a terrible parent. Like, it's ironic that Joanna's only duty in life is to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, most parents are out there grinding away at dead-end jobs to provide for kids who they only get to see in the morning at night for most days of the year. Like, they'd kill to be in her position. But whenever she's actually forced to watch her kids, she takes to Instagram to complain about it.
Yo, shout out to Chuck E. Cheese. Holy shit, dude. What What about the animatronics, man? I'm pretty sure they still have the ones from the 80s in there, man. Chuck E. Cheese is kind of scary, like that Nick Cage movie. Yeah. The things I do for my children. Lord have mercy on me in this filth of a place. End of the year. Party for my Boston. Yo, why? Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese is dirty, man. I mean, but I mean, you shouldn't be like, Lord Jesus.
And that's just scratching the surface of her bad parenting. So let's talk about some specific examples. For starters, she once took her 4-week-old newborn daughter to a grimy LA mall, a decision that goes against the advice of numerous trustworthy sources. Like, it's widely known that exposing a newborn to such environments is highly discouraged due to the multitude of health risks involved. And lo and behold, just weeks later, her newborn daughter was diagnosed with croup, a respiratory infection typically spread through airborne droplets.
Is there not like a better way? Like, why is her vagina in the picture? It's just crazy. All right.
In this case, it was likely picked up from the dirty surfaces in the mall Joanna touched all day before handling her infant. And the poor baby ended up having to go to the hospital because of her parents' decisions. And it doesn't stop there. There's also the baby perfume incident, where she sprayed a fragrance clearly labeled for toddlers aged 3 and up on her newborn. Now, most parents would double-check the label before spraying anything on their baby, but not Joanna. She's more concerned with things way more important than safety, like appearance. Speaking of appearance, let's not forget how she gets her kids to take thirst trap photos of her. I mean, it's one thing for a mom to ask her kids to snap a photo, but it's another thing entirely to involve them in what's essentially a vanity project. Nothing says good parenting like using your children to help you rake in likes on Instagram, right? And another bizarre tidbit, Joanna constantly mentions how much she hates drinking water. I mean, let that sink in for a moment.
Yo, I just have a hard time watching this. Like, I think of Joanna, and it just reminds me of that one, like just being yelled at, being blamed for everything, like everything's your fault. She spends all your money, you don't make enough. Like, she don't work. She justifies how she don't work. Then she spend all your money. Then she yells at you in public in front of your friends. Like, and then your whole relationship, whenever you're around her, is just getting yelled at. You're just constantly going crazy. Like, you think, oh my God, and it's spinning, and like she makes you out to be the crazy one, and you think you're crazy, but really, it's making me panic. It is making me panic. Like, I can't. We're halfway through, and I am having a hard time with this. Like, that funeral fit photo, that is what these women are. These succubus women. That's what they are. And there's men like that too. It just happens to be about Joanna. We could talk about Brendan too. That's why they're together, but then they sleep around too. You start wondering, are the kids really, what's going on here? It's crazy. Like, how are the kids like being managed, raised? What's going on? Like, this is crazy. This is wild. It's hurting. It's hurting my chest.
Water, essentially the healthiest way for children to stay hydrated, is something she openly despises. And Brendan's partly to blame for this one too, considering he's gone on record saying fluids are fluids, and that whether you're drinking coffee, energy drinks, or Tiger Thick whiskey, it's essentially the same as water.
My fucking kidneys are bothering me, man. Maybe I don't drink enough water. My piss is like almost like a tea color, like an iced tea, like a dark iced tea. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on.
That's like, yo, this is crazy, man. Like, you just see these people and you see how they act, and you think about that mom that works 2-3 jobs, and she has like the government child service, like, oh, this is unfit, and they're trying to take her kid away, and this mom is out there like busting her butt to raise her kid, and they come and give, and then you see families like this. Like, if your piss is like tea color, I mean, did we all not learn that, like, you should drink some water? Like, that is severe dehydration. you know, and you need to drink. Like, I'm pretty sure growing up, that's one of the things you learned, like your urine color, right? I don't know. It seems pretty common sense to me. Like, how are these kids allowed to be with parents? Like, this is like a health risk. You know, I heard all y'all, like, I don't pay attention to Brendan Schaub, like, just uninteresting to me. I know he's like really hated, right? And I know of a few things. Outside of that, you know, not, but like, man, I see why y'all can get so worked up about this dude. This is just dangerous. This is crazy. They're like airhead people, just like, yeah. And like, they don't care. They're like, we're going to step all over you and crush your soul. This is dark, dude.
You're dehydrated.
Yeah, but I drink fluids nonstop.
I don't know.
And people are like, oh, you need to drink more water. But when you, like, if you talk to a doctor, fluids are fluids. Like, obviously there's diuretics, but if you're drinking enough fluids, fluids are fluids. I drink a fluids. You'll never see me without a drink.
Yeah.
I always got coffee in my hand, whiskey at the shows.
How much actual water? I don't see you drinking a lot of water.
When it comes to me drinking water, I'm like Bigfoot. You won't see any footage of me drinking
Yeah, what
water.
the hell? You're definitely dehydrated then.
I don't know. My fucking kidneys, man. I was like, God, my lower back's hurting. I'm like, oh, it might be my kidneys.
It's almost as if they're competing to see who can have the most absurd beliefs. But I don't think Joanna is entirely to blame here. And honestly, I feel a bit bad that she's married to Brendan Schaub, because I believe that he's the one who spoiled her rotten. Like, I think he damaged her beyond repair. For example, years ago, Joanna tragically had a miscarriage during one of her pregnancies, an experience no parent should ever have to endure. Yet, on the night of the miscarriage, Brendan was in a hot tub with his bros, as
Bro. These people are so, dude, this is like, I'm almost regretting watching this now. Dude, I didn't know. I thought all you Brendan people, I was just like, damn, you know, like, you could look at me and I'm making Joe Rogan videos, you know, but it only takes like an hour a day, hour and a half, and it's fun, right? You know, it's interesting to have something to investigate and to look into. And, you know, that's what I thought you Brendan people. I was like, oh, that was their thing. Like, he's pretty wild, you know, and I get it. That's his thing, right? You know, I get it. They just want to, you know, they got a little community. Cool, right? I get it. But damn. These people are dark. These people. Oh, God, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm slumped down in my chair. I'm just like, my stomach, I'm starting to curl into the fetal position. I'm sorry, these people. Dude, do you see me curling up in the fetal? I'm trying to look for safety. This is scaring me. Dude, this is some dark shit. Like, okay, YouTube thing aside, right? This is some, damn, dude, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I paused so many times today. I know, you know, fuck it, dude. This is how it is. I'm hurting.
as evidenced by a now deleted Instagram post of his. But he makes up for it by getting Joanna and him tattoos commemorating the child they unfortunately lost. And of course, Brendan just gets a smiley face. I mean, that's completely what I'd expect from a guy who got tattoos of his sons portrayed as zombies with rotting flesh for some reason. And let's not forget Brendan's well-documented alleged infidelity. Take the infamous Super Bowl watch party with Mike Tyson, where Brendan was caught on security cameras slipping his number to another woman, who, by the way, promptly threw the napkin on the ground after seeing it was from him. And there are countless other instances of his alleged cheating, many of which were exposed by his former assistant after Brendan.
Bro, is he like this generation's Fabio? This guy is ridiculous, dude. That hair is ridiculous. That's crazy. Yo. Bro, this guy takes himself way too seriously, man. Damn. Hey, man, I ain't saying I'm good looking. I'm just saying that's a lot. You know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. You know, like, sure, I agree with you. But god damn, did he put makeup on? Look at them lips. Damn. What happened, bro? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm stoned. My bad.
Fired him. This assistant leaked alleged texts between him and Brendan, which included daily messages of Brendan asking about the baddies in his DMs, since his assistant was in charge of managing his Instagram DMs. But before you start feeling too bad for Joanna, remember that people have tried desperately to clue her in on her husband's supposed cheating. And what was her response? She chose to ignore it. So it seems she's perfectly content being blissfully ignorant of Brendan's extracurricular activities.
She's not ignorant, dog. I gotta disagree with you, homie. She's not ignorant. She's doing it too, man. A dude ain't cheating like that. If she knows about it and he's out there still cheating like that, dude, she's doing it too. There ain't no fucking way she's gonna let him go out there and she's not gonna, she's gonna get him back. She's gonna spend all his money. She's gonna make him go broke. And then she's gonna get all kinds of dudes. That's just how it is. Don't feel no sympathy like that. The girl that fucking puts up funeral fit on her Instagram so she could flex, you think she ain't out there sucking dick? Get out of town. Y'all crazy. This girl's doing 10 times worse. Bet. Is that what you new generation said? Bet. Yes, she is doing 10 times. It's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, he's her walking ATM. I mean, without him, all the material things she worships in life would disappear. So
Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you up.
That's fucking right.
Oh, here she comes.
That's
she's
right.
clearly not willing to risk that. And just to clarify, everything I've mentioned in this video comes directly from what Joanna and Brendan have put out there themselves. So imagine what's going on behind closed doors. Like normally I stick to discussing comedians and other celebrities, but Joanna's made herself a public figure by putting all this out there. Everything I've discussed is from her, so I don't feel bad for her in the slightest. She portrays herself as this larger-than-life figure, flaunting wealth, status, and a lifestyle that seems more concerned with appearances than substance. Whether it's her excessive displays of wealth, her tone-deaf approach to parenting, or her willingness to overlook her husband's many flaws, Joanna Schaub's made it abundantly clear that she's in a league of her own when it comes to being out of touch with reality. And while I might have some sympathy for the situation she's found herself in, it's hard to ignore the fact that she's actively chosen to live this way, embracing all the worst aspects of her life with open arms. And this is why, in the court of public opinion, Joanna might just be worse than Brendan Schaub, a feat that, as I mentioned earlier, is pretty hard to pull off. Like, it's one thing to be married to someone like Brendan, but it's another thing entirely to take on his worst qualities and amplify them for the world to see.
So for the past 2 years,
Dang. Yo,
So Brendan Schaub's wife.
I don't even know, guys. This is dark, dude. I have not been down the Brendan Schaub rabbit hole. I haven't been down it, but this is so dark. These people, dude, this is cold. It is just, they are inhumane people. This is wild. I didn't know, guys. I didn't know. I'm sorry. Don't mess with women like this or men like this. Either way, just leave them alone. Whatever you may think could be good, nope, it's not. Once they get a hold of you, they will drag you to the pits of hell, and they will keep you there until you gain the strength to kick them in the face and fly out of hell to freedom. I'm telling you, and it's not. You can't get that time back. Life is short. And if you're dating somebody that follows Brendan Schaub or this lady, just dump them now. Dump them. Because if they even got a little hint of this, it's a nightmare. Let me put it this way. If you're in a relationship where you fight all the time, y'all don't love each other. It ain't never going to change. You're all just going to cheat on each other, and you're going to keep fighting every single day until it ends. There's no way you're going to rekindle it. Once you start fighting like that, there's no going back. There's no going back. I'm sorry, y'all. This is an intense little episode for me. I'm sorry for all the stalls, the heavy breathing. Like, god damn, this shit is heavy, dog. fuck out of here with this. No, I'm done. Y'all have a good morning, and I apologize. It's just a little heavy, okay? Peace.